How's my hair? Ah, got him. Hey guys, it's Alex here from Workshop 12. Today we're going to be re-recording the installation video of the Nissan 350z Mark II Plastics Edition. And the reason for that was because the first video, we were showing you how to install the Mark I plastics, which was all 3D printed and you had to actually screw on the faceplate. And we now revised the plastics to be fully magnetic, plastic injected, molded, and absolutely beautiful. But before we take you into the car to show you how all of it gets installed, I'm going to play back a video, the first part of the video where Tim will show you where all the screws are located and how that dash comes apart. And then you'll see me jump in the car where we're going to show you how it's all done.
All right, we're going to go through the steps of installing your Brainiac plastics into the 350Z. So first step is really just grab the back of your shifter trim here and give it a good yank, pop it up, and we'll pop your shifter trim out of its spot here. And you don't really need to take this all the way off because you got enough room to be able to get to two screws that are just right here below. So, you know, grab your trusty screwdriver, take out your couple of screws there, and that's got your bottom screws out of this main waterfall. So what we're going to do is we're going to pull this whole centerpiece is going to come off. So the next thing that you're going to do is right in here on the top of your little pocket, there's a couple of screws that come out, and this little trim piece itself will pop out. And you need to do that because it exposes a couple of our other screws that you need to pull out of here. So these ones are the ones that always tick me off when I'm trying to get stuff out of the car. They're tucked right back, so make sure you've got a magnetic screwdriver, a long screwdriver, because these screws always fall down in behind shit on me. So being able to take those, you can see them right underneath the pocket, pull out those two screws, and then essentially this centerpiece is free to be able to move. The only thing that's left connecting to it is there's a clip that connects the wiring harness for your gauges up at the top of the waterfall. So you can actually just grab your plastic from the front and the back and just pull and pop. Oh, there we go. We got our trim piece off here too. You pop them off and you can now pull this piece away. So at the back here, if you're on the driver's side, there's a little clip to be able to unplug your gauges right here. And then this whole piece comes right out. And so what we'll show next is how you remove the pocket here to be able to get the clearance that you need to be able to put the plastics and the tablet onto the back of this trim. All right, so taking apart essentially a little cubby on the back of the centerpiece here is really only in with 4 screws. So we're able to just remove these screws and save the screws because you'll be able to reuse them for putting the new plastic piece back in place for Brainiac. So these ones we wanted to make sure when we were creating the plastics that we scanned the OEM piece to make sure that everything all lined up properly and that it was as easy as possible to try to reinstall our plastics into the Z. So we've got one last screw to go here, and then we should be able to have this little pocket off of the dash. So we can put that to a side there, and now we've got all of our connection points free. Now the one thing that you do have to do to install Brainiac into the Z to get enough space here, you do need to clip out this centerpiece. So if you're not real fond of doing it on your own piece, you can always pick up a spare piece of this trim as well to be able to make those cuts and trim that out. But once you have that out, then you're able to actually fasten in the new plastics and you are good to go.
Thank you, Tim, for showing a great demonstration on how to remove the centerpiece and where all the screws are located. As you guys can see, there used to be a little piece of plastic here, but I got a little carried away. I cut it a little too close. I would recommend leaving about maybe a centimeter or half a centimeter of each side here, just in case you do mess up. You don't want to mess up the sides here. All right, so now that this is all done, you're going to grab your Mark II plastics and you're going to turn it around, and you're going to see how beautiful everything goes into place. And that is because we specifically designed these plastics for this vehicle, and it's all been 3D scanned and printed to just be beautiful. Then you're gonna grab your screwdriver, you're gonna grab your these little black screws that you got when removing the stereo and bucket here, and you are gonna be screwing it in. Please note that do not use power tools as this is a 3D printed part and you do not want to over tighten absolutely anything. Now you are ready to take this to your car and finish off the install. It looks absolutely beautiful. Magnetic faceplate, you got your tablet here. This particular vehicle has the 2016 Samsung Galaxy Tab A. However, we do now support multiple different tablets, the latest and greatest being the 2022 Samsung S6 Lite. And for those that want to upgrade, let's say you have the 2016 or the 2019 or the Lenovo, and you want to upgrade to the 2022 S6 Lite, all you have to do is purchase the upgrade kit, which is a different cradle, and you'll simply just grab the supports, swap them to the new cradle, and that's it. No need to buy a whole new kit, as we designed everything to be as economical and user-friendly as possible. That being said, let's not talk too much and get right in it. All right, guys, so we are in the car right now. This is a big mess, okay, in terms of all the wiring. So I do want to be very clear here. So this car does not come with it used to have the Bose amp, but we actually removed it and got some additional amplifiers and all that stuff. So what we ended up doing is it's just running the companion kit, and the companion kit gets, I connected it to a stereo harness. As you can see, all of the speaker wires are cut off, and you basically just have the power and ground because all of the speaker wiring is actually rerouted in the trunk there. So in this case, we connect the companion, the ground on these cars are horrible. So we need to connect the ground. The ground, I connected it to this bolt here. It's a good metal screw to a metal chassis. And then you would grab your ground, you would connect it. And then I have the ground loop isolator where I connected the RCAs for my subwoofer onto the ground loop isolator, and then the other end of the RCAs are connected to a aux cord, which would be connected to my tablet. So the first thing you're going to want to do is basically clean up all of the wiring. This here is a female cigarette lighter that I put for power and ground on here to connect the smart rearview mirror. And then now with the tablet removed and the faceplate removed, you're going to notice that there are little holes on each side, on the top and the bottom. And these little holes are actually designed to put the aux, and actually you'll notice that you have in your kit little zip ties, and you put them through here to secure the charge and the aux from falling behind the dash and having it all done up. So actually, to speed up this video, I'm not going to do the zip tie now, but you know what it's there for. So I'm going to just stuff everything back here. We will be doing another video for electronics and how to connect the Mark 1.7 and as well as the Kenwood. So for now, don't do what I'm doing. We're just gonna stuff everything in there. Okay, so what we first need to do is basically connect the gauge, connect it in here, and you're gonna have these little plastic pieces that just slide right in, and then you're going to slide this in. You're gonna move this to the side here, and you're gonna notice that it just looks beautiful. And then you're gonna put the 2 screws right back on here, and then this would just click on to here, and the tablet on here, voila. And as always, if you guys have any questions or you need any assistance, please, I can't emphasize this enough, reach out to us. Our team is going to be more than happy to assist you and walk you through installation if you require it. Here at Workshop 12, we have very 2 simple objectives as a company, and that is the first, being able to provide high quality products that all of our customers will enjoy, and back it up with that exceptional customer service. If I had hair on my head, I promise you would see my goosebumps, because I have such a passion in what we do for a living, and I just want to be able to bring this out to you guys and take your Nissan interior and your vehicle interior to the next level. That being said, Alex is out. See you next time. Peace.